Welcome back to the Halftime Show on the PAC Sports Network, and we're joined now by Ben Rose, senior guard of the Grove City Wolverines. Ben, thanks for being with us today.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Now, Ben, it's been an up and down season for the Wolverines, but the team has really been playing well as of late, including a victory over first place Chatham last week. What does a win like that do for the team moving forward, heading into the final week of the regular season?
Really just gave us a lot of confidence. We know that our defense hasn't been what we wanted it to be early on in the season, but I think that game was specifically a good turning point for us and shows that we can guard the teams that we need to guard and have success.
Now, you recently, this past Saturday, had a career-high 23 points, despite a narrow loss against Teal. What was working well for you in Grove City's last game against Teal?
I just like to go to the mid-range, and my teammates, they trust me and give me the ball and take the shots and lead those guys. So I just go to my mid-range shot, and that's about it.
This past Saturday was also senior day for you and fellow seniors Josh Brown and Isaac Thrasher. How meaningful has your time been at Grove City over the last 4 years, and also the time spent with your fellow senior teammates?
Yeah, those guys are awesome. I mean, we've had so many memories throughout the 4 years we've been together. I mean, going to the ECAC our first year, PAC championship the second year, then back to the championship our third year. So it's just been great having spent in the 4 years with those two guys.
And how do you split up the leadership duties?
Well, I'm kind of like the one that yells at everybody. We got Isaac, who is like kind of our spiritual leader, just good Christian man. And then Josh, who's like, he'll take you off to the side and tell you what you did wrong in a more nicer tone, I'd say.
So you're the fiery one out of the trio.
Yes, sir.
As a junior, you were a contributor off the bench. This season, you've soared to new heights. You've taken your game to a completely another level. You're the team's leading scorer, rebounder. You're ranked in the top 5 in the PAC in assists as well. How did you prepare for this season, knowing that it was going to be your senior year, and what's led to your breakout year?
Yeah, I knew I just wanted to make it memorable, and losing Justice and Eric and Joe and those were huge contributors for us last year. So I knew that we were going to need like someone to step up, and I thought I could do that. So, and my teammates trusted me to do that, and this is where it's taken me.
From a rebounding perspective, you average 7.3 rebounds per game. The team typically boasts some of the best big men in the PAC, but it's the guard this year that leads the team in rebounding and in yourself, of course. You know, what's your mindset when it comes to rebounding, and why are you so good at it?
Our Coach Severson, he always tells like us guards to just like go in with momentum and go up and get it while our big guys are blocking out. So, I mean, honestly, the big guys do the hard work. I just get to go in there and jump and grab the ball.
Fair enough. So yeah, they do the dirty work and you grab the ball. That makes sense. Now in the program, Grove City program, you're from Alabama, but your roots are in Eastern Ohio. Your dad went to Teal, played basketball at Teal. Your mom and older brother, Tyler, both attended Grove City. Tell us about your family's path from Alabama and what brought you to Grove City ultimately.
Yeah, well, usually every Christmas we would make the trip up to Ohio, and then my brother ended up at Grove City playing football, and I wanted to be up here with him. So and my mom went to Grove City, so just the roots here, and I came on the overnight visit and just fell in love with it.
Now your brother Tyler, as we said, he played football, offensive lineman from 2016 through 2018 at Grove City. Your dad had played at Teal in the late 80s, early 90s. You talk about your influences in your life and athletic life as well. Sounds like your dad has played a rather prominent role in as far as influencing you in the game of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, my dad was in the gym with me. I remember we would go work out at like 6 a.m. in middle school, and he would just always give me that drive and passion. He would pass to me. He was the glorified rebounder is what he said. So he would just rebound and I would just get to shoot the whole time. So all the sacrifice he made have been great for me.
As far as the last 4 years, what are some of the memories that stick out to you as far as your time at Grove City? I'm going to assume that winning the PAC championship is pretty high on that list, and or winning an NCAA tournament game. But I'll let you answer that. What are some of your most fond memories at Grove City?
Yeah, that the PAC championship and the NCAA tournament game are definitely at the top of the list. But I would say this year is also up there, just because being the leader this year and having Josh Brown and Isaac Thrasher side by side with me has just been great. Hopefully we're influencing the younger guys to be great also, and we'll just see where they go after we leave.
That's Ben Rose, senior guard of the Grove City Wolverines. Ben, it's been a pleasure, and thanks so much for your time today.
So, thank you.
We'll have more coming up here on the PAC Sports Network.